Hello, hello. It is Thursday morning, and I'm grateful to gather with you all for this WildFlow and Superfood support. Each Thursday, we get together. My name is Nirankar, and we'll start by getting in the body a little bit. So let me just make sure everybody, welcome Maria. Maria is, and welcome Susan. They are new to our group this morning. All right. So, hello. A couple of weeks ago in this container, I started to plant a seed about reframing the way we look at exercise. And it's really part of my mission to help women understand this, that exercise has become, could, for some of you, be attached to some conditioning, some programming that may not always be positive. And so if you are one of those women who are like, yes, I love to exercise, and you've found your thing that you love to do, whether that's walking in nature or yoga, then fantastic. And then it may not feel like exercise to you. But if you're one of those women who keep saying to yourself, I need to exercise more, this is a really, really important reframe. So if you've spent your life saying to yourself, I need to exercise more, then I want this to be the beginning of a change and reframe. First of all, you don't need to do anything. No, this is all about wanting to do things for yourself. There's no shoulds either. You know, those are also part of programming that we've carried along, that somehow it implies that what we're doing isn't good enough, not enough in general, and so leaving those kinds of vibrations behind is really part of my effort here. And so if we completely reframe exercise to say to yourself something like, I desire to move more. And from that desire, it comes from a place of love for yourself, for your body, and an honoring of your body, that it actually desires to move more. Because when it moves more, you feel better. And so when you begin to make these deeper connections from love of your body, then exercise doesn't have the same label, the same associations that it might have. So this is why I have begun to develop a new idea, a new movement called WildFlow. And what WildFlow does is it helps us as women begin to tune into what the body wants and what feels good, rather than some idea of what we should be doing and how we should be doing it. And so this is turning exercise on its head. And it is coming from a place of, what do you love to do? So, for instance, say you start your day by vacuuming the house. I hope not, but say that's how you start your day. Then and maybe you love that, and that's good, like no judgment. I can make vacuuming the house into your movement for the day. And I can definitely show you how to do that. And so what that does, you can see that you're moving, you're doing what you love, you're fitting it into your lifestyle. So it's no longer exercise, but we're reframing movement. So I'm going to give you some practical ways of beginning to enter into your body and feel what I mean by your body's desire to move. And so this is called WildFlow. This is a practice that I am giving birth to, I guess you could say. And so begin right now, wherever you are, wherever you're sitting, begin to just notice your breath as movement. So the breath is actually the number one piece of connection that will create a cascade of all other of movement and the experience of what it's like to feel good moving. And with that moving, then it begins to change your relationship with your body. So you can do anything with the same mindset. So what I mean by that is that you can vacuum in the morning and be totally out of your head, totally out of your body, or all in your head, I should say, and completely out of your body. So how you vacuum is actually how you're going to ride the bike later. You're going to just ride the bike, check it off the list, and say, I've exercised today. But what I'm inviting is a different awareness, and that awareness can start with the breath. So wherever you are, again, welcome the breath in. If it feels right to close your eyes, excellent, close your eyes. If it feels better to have your eyes open, that's great too. But as you're welcoming in the breath, notice the lowest point that it can fall to on the inhale. Notice perhaps it's your pelvic floor. Perhaps it's the muscles that prevent you from going to the bathroom. Perhaps you can feel your breath go all the way down into your toes. Imagine that there were magnets pulling the breath down low into your body on the inhale. Imagine that your entire body gets to expand and open up to receive this breath. Imagine if the body was so welcoming to this breath that it just kept making more and more and more and more space for it. Now, notice I didn't pay too much attention to the exhale. Right now, just practice receiving. Let the exhale do what it will. With this greater awareness of your breath, you can begin to tap into those areas that don't wish to expand as much as others. So perhaps when your belly is expanding, you're actually feeling contraction in your ribs, or a limiting that container of your ribs. Maybe you're feeling the container of your hips, like they don't wish to expand to receive the breath. Maybe you're feeling that limitation in your shoulders or your neck or your chest. Keep welcoming an expanded place to receive your breath on the inhale. How much more can you receive? And then this very subtle thing can happen. As you receive and continue to focus on your breath, this breath has the capacity to move every joint of your body. You may feel a subtle shift in your shoulders. They may want to squeeze back a little more or stand up a little taller. You may feel a subtle shift in your neck, where it desires to lift the top of your head up higher to the heavens. You may notice a subtle shift in your hips or an awareness of your pelvic floor muscles. You may notice that if you feel them, that you can receive more. If you put a little tension in certain places, you can receive more. You may notice the places that are ready to open up. You may notice the chatter of your mind start to quiet in order to receive more love from the air around you. This is the most important movement you can do all day long. This is the most important exercise of your life. When everything else flows from here, then your decisions change. Your awareness of your body in space changes. It's very subtle and it's very powerful. And this simple practice is the basis of WildFlow. This connection is the foundation of everything that comes from there. And it also creates an amazing amount of flow in your life. It's all connected. So for the next 10 minutes or so, I invite you to begin to identify one area that you felt the container of while you were receiving your breath. So, for instance, if I breathe in deeply and I feel resistance in my right hip, or I feel resistance in my left shoulder or in my neck. Then begin to follow that and move in a subtle way from that area. It'll be different for all of us. Begin to slowly move into whatever part of your body is desiring more attention, more flow. Can your breath remain long and steady the whole time? And slowly begin to come back into your space. Finding a bit of stillness. Taking a moment to thank your body for all it allows you to experience. You wouldn't be here without it.